Might be my arrogance, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows and you study that pimp biology. Love for the field, now Vegas.
Welcome back one more time. All right. First and foremost, if you don't know who I am Dead on Dave. I am the last ever wrestling review you'll ever have to go to. I promise you that. This will be enough. All the shit that we talk about, all the insanity, all the calls, all the things that we do better than anybody else will be enough to satiate you. So I welcome you and I congratulate you on making the right choice. Now, those of you who do know me, I see some people up in here that know me. Fake ass twat, Terry, Elijah Washington, my man, Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. How you doing, brother? All right. You guys know who I am. You guys know what I do. And we are back doing, I think, one of the best things that we've ever done, and that is wrestling. We're able to talk wrestling and put it in a fair way, not always a correct way. I did once openly support Ryback. But you know what? We were all young one day. Let's not get all judgy about it, shall we? The reality is, that's what's the beauty of this channel historically. We've always been able to just bring in so many different people who thinks differently about wrestling, and we bullshit about it, we get angry about it, we yell, we shake our fist, we talk to each other on Discord, and we just have a really good time. And I'm excited to bring that back right for everybody tonight, and this is how we start. And you know, we only have one way of starting here, and that's copious amounts of notes. Let's get right into the Raw review. We're going to do it just the way we always have. Get in the Raw review, everything that happened, and then we're going to go to your calls. Discord, be ready. If you want to get into the Discord, waiting the call, and I will pull you up towards the end of the show for all the questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes, likes, loves, and so much more that you might have. All right, so I got my copious amount of notes pad here. And all right, so let's finish. We'll start with the beginning, start with the ending, rather, because that's usually the best way to go, because it's fresh in our minds. So the final 40 minutes of the show essentially revolved around Seth Rollins, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. I like that we're seeing Seth, really take this faction to just more than a moderate level. I like that we saw the faction multiple times throughout the show affecting Kevin Owens at the beginning of the show, moving forward and being more chaotic in the middle of the show, and then finally standing tall and once again putting the boots to Kevin Owens one more time. I thought that was a really smart way to go about it. I thought that if you're building a secondary storyline to a title, to add this many really good wrestlers in there and to have this many personalities and this many overlapping storylines, this is usually the way to go. So now you could have 2 matches between all of these people, a 6-man tag, and then I think at this point Rollins and Owens have to have a one-on-one competition at WrestleMania. I think it has to happen. I really do. Let's see what's going on with it. How about a copious haiku? I think we can get a copious haiku going. We got the hat changes, but I mean, it could always be substituted for a copious haiku. Notes, you know it, McCann. Happy birthday, beautiful Terry. That's right. If you guys didn't know, it is our wonderful Terry's birthday, or it was the other day. So give her some love. Give her some love. So I didn't hate the ending of the show. Actually, I really didn't hate the show much at all tonight. I felt there was, at points, especially at the beginning, especially early, where it was a problem. Like the show was not clicking. By the way, I also see, speaking of not clicking, that the chat is not working. Let me go ahead and fix that. Do the best I can. If I see the problem, I'll fix the problem. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So there we go. Hopefully it'll catch up in a moment. It did the other day. I don't know why that it likes to be a little twatter, but it does. God bless its heart, it just does. So you're going to probably see some epilepsy out of it in a moment when it all just starts popping up, just going crazy. Come on, you stupid chat. All right. So having Seth in this fairly meaningful rivalry, this feud with a whole bunch of different people, it's something. I don't know how I feel about Seth the Messiah character. I don't think it's necessarily a bad character. I'm just not sure if it's the right one either. But I am a fan of Seth in general. There's no question. And we have been able to see a lot more wrestling out of Seth since he hasn't been having to worry about just be the champion, which I think is a good way to kind of show guys, especially established people, that they can come in and still work important even without the imminent pursuit of a title. I think it's smart. I think it's very, very smart. So I'm not having any issue at all with that. I'm really digging it, and I think they're going in the right direction. It's going to be something of a spectacle at WrestleMania, but I think that's okay for this situation. I like that the Viking Raiders are, even though I did not like the way that their title reign ended. I thought it was kind of stupid to take the belts off them that quickly. But there at least is something to build there. AOP, they have been rebuilt without even having to win much, which is nice. I think this has done a lot of good for everybody in the story. Still, that's something that I care about overly. They got me a little bit giving a shit. Not a lot of a shit, but a little chunklet, a little shitlet. They're breaking off every so often because of the chemistry with some of these guys. And look at the main event tonight. It ended up being an 8-man tag in a really, really, really nice fashion. I thought the match really picked up towards the end. They went for it. Real clean night of wrestling. We got some pretty good matchups throughout the course of the night. Some matchups I wasn't expecting. I mean, Seth and Aleister Black was great. Or not Aleister Black and Seth. Whoever we got in Seth, that was great. Who the fuck was it? We'll get to it. Anyway, all right, let's go back from the beginning and start at the start of the show. And we're going to work our way through the notes, take your calls, and we're going to get out of here. As you can see, I'm pretty tired. So, all right, Becky kicks things off. Didn't really care. I got to be honest. The whole situation with Becky and Shayna, if you've been watching me on this for a little bit, where I've been talking about it in certain videos and on my Twitch channel, I think that they've booked the women completely wrong. The fact that we still don't have anything going for the SmackDown Women's Main Event is atrocious. We have no inkling. I mean, are they just going to have a late second turn by Sasha and Bayley? It makes no sense. But hey, whatever. We have two other middling matches. I think people are losing interest in Shayna and Becky. I like what WWE attempted to do, and this was a portion of the first segment as well. I like that they're trying to show the dominance of Shayna at Elimination Chamber match, but we knew that Shayna was going to win. They already had a pre-built story. I don't understand why they decided to go this route. Why even have the Women's Elimination Chamber match? It could have been done a lot easier, a lot cleaner without all that extra mess, because honestly, Shayna just looked like she wiped out the entire division. And when there are former champions in there with Asuka, it just didn't make a lot of sense to me why you'd want to go and hurt your women's division the way that they have. And of course, with Charlotte and Miss Rhea Ripley, I don't have too much of a problem with it. I just think that they got the people in the wrong order. It started with Charlotte's victory at Royal Rumble. Didn't need to happen. Charlotte could have went to NXT and took on who I think should have never lost the title, Shayna Baszler, and have those two feud there. Let Shayna show that she can have a spot at WrestleMania and be in there with someone like Charlotte Flair. She doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble to do that. She just needs to go back to NXT because she can. She's the queen. And this is where it started. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Four horsewomen, bloody, bloody, bloody. It writes itself. It's very fucking easy. And they could have went that route. Then you could have had Rhea Ripley win the Royal Rumble and take on Becky. That match writes itself. It doesn't need any little bit of underlying little Shayna and Becky stuff from months ago at Survivor Series. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Rhea Ripley and Becky is just a good matchup, and they could have sold it as such, and that would have took care of two of the women's matches without even breaking a sweat. And then, what's so hard about having Sasha punch Bayley in the face? That's all she has to do. Punch her in the goddamn face. Start this feud, do this rivalry, do this thing. I guess Bayley is going to have probably a multiple-person match. Maybe we'll get Sasha turning on Bayley there. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Good Lord. All right. So from there, I honestly, with Becky's promo, I'm sure it was fine. I just tuned out. 3 minutes in the Raw, I tuned out. This is like I can't hear Becky say the same shit. I just don't know. I don't know. Mark Parrish, why is Paige coming back Friday? I'm not 100% sure. We'll take all questions at the end of the show, though. Everything that you got, we'll take then. But let me tell you, there's a lot of rumors that Paige is going to get cleared. Maybe they're going to stick her into the SmackDown match. Who knows? Maybe it's Paige. We'll see. All right. So then we got Ray versus Angel Garza. Look, here's the reality. I'm starting to really become sold on Angel Garza. I kind of gone in and out with him a few times, but the dude is talented. He's got really incredible charisma. That people are saying that he was a charisma vacuum. I don't know. I see it a little bit different. I love the stupid pants thing, so here's my notes on it. Garza looks like a true Dirty Sanchez. If a Dirty Sanchez was embodied in a physical demeanor, it would be what Angel Garza looks like. He is a true-to-life Dirty Sanchez. One thing that we got to see from this match is Rey Mysterio still looking very good. He looks like he's in fantastic shape, and he's doing a really good job in the ring again. It's nice to see him. I like this better than the hobbled Rey that we end up seeing so frequently. He hasn't had anything of true meaning yet, but I think we're going to see a little bit of a change there pretty soon. Garza really, throughout the course of the match, did a good job of working the crowd well. He has real subtle body motion type stuff and that fucking dirt stash smile that never goes away. Oh, and then, oh, fuck me, what happened to his pants? Because he ripped those things off. He was a Chippensdale dancer at some point. There's no question in my mind about that. Very good match. I felt both of these guys really went for it. Ray gets the victory. Don't think it really hurts Angel Garza. Anytime you can be in the ring with Rey Mysterio, I thought it was just a good match, good showcase for both guys. Angel showing what he does well, Ray getting the win and not riding off in the sunset yet, so he looks strong going into WrestleMania. Good opening match, not a problem with it at all. At all. Then we get to see a clip of KO getting jumped earlier. Don't really know what that's going to lead to other than revenge at the end of the show. We were pretty sure of that. And they tried. I don't mind this. I think it makes sense. You have the numbers. Go ahead and really put them on the person that you're trying to get vengeance against. I like the popcorn little thing that they did, the reversal of the of what happened the other night. I thought it was funny. It was a nice little clever way of doing it. Again, I don't have a problem with Seth Rollins as a heel. I really like what he's done for the most part. There's something about Seth that only allows me to care so much. Whether he's face, whether he's heel, I just want to see this guy wrestle. I just want to see him in the ring. I want to see him constantly doing stuff because he's so good at what he does. He truly, truly is. God damn it, guys. I'm really sorry I can't get the chat going. Don't know why that chat is not awakened. Come on, chat. You're making me look like a dick. How can you do this to me, chat? Refresh cache. See if that helps anything. I don't think it is. God damn it. It would look really sweet if the fucking chat would just pop up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the chat has the stage fright. Oh, no. Oh, well. It is what it is. We're trying. We're trying again. Fake broke it. Yeah, that's right. God damn it, fake broke it. I don't know if any of the notifications are working anyway, to be completely honest. That's a possibility, too. Remember, doesn't matter if we got a brand new show. We're doing it all again. We're rebuilding and all of that good shit. I'm still awful at everything I do. Never forget. Never forget. Can't help being bad. When being bad is so damn good. Woohoo! I think I figured out what I might be doing wrong. I don't remember if I ever signed back into it doesn't matter. All right, moving along with the review before I lull myself and all of you guys into sleep. NXT title hype up. Like I said earlier when I went into my diatribe, I am just kind of meh on the whole thing. Like, I'm just meh. I am med the shit out. Like, I just do not care. Wish I cared. I just don't. Charlotte and Rhea does not do a lot for me. Does not get this dick hard. Not even a little. Then we get a really weird squash, do nothing squash Bobby Lashley without Lana, who apparently is filming a movie. Squashes Zack Ryder. Don't really know a reason, but, I guess you don't really need a reason to squash Zack Ryder. If you listen real carefully, somewhere out there, that's right, Zack Ryder's being squashed. Seth gets Alistair with the pivot. I thought this was a smart move. I thought this was a smart move. Seth going backstage, starting this whole thing with Alistair. Alistair coming off of a victory with AJ. Doesn't have to be big, never did. Didn't have to be a major ordeal, especially with the way that he got the win. But it's still a win over AJ Styles, and it allows Alistair to carry his momentum forward. So I thought that was perfectly fine. Him and Seth could make. I mean, we got him and Seth tonight in a nice little matchup. They could be a very good feud. But at the same time, Buddy Murphy, he's going to be in there somewhere. So maybe we're looking at a tag team match, Kevin Owens and Aleister Black versus Seth and Buddy. I'm not 100% sure where they're going to go, where the payoff's going to be with these guys, but it's going to be some combination. And if you want to add AOP and the Viking Raiders, you could do that as well. I just don't know if I want to see that big. I want to see Aleister have a little bit more meaning. But we're not going to get. They both have their rivalry with Seth going, KO and Aleister Black. So it'd be hard to really do too much there. But I just want to see a big moment out of Aleister. I feel that he is on the cusp. He's close. He's close. There's something there. It's starting to bubble, but we'll see. Really weird match after that. We got Drew McIntyre versus Eric Rowan. Drew really put on a nice performance, just straight up. We're starting to see a little bit more from him. Now, we don't really know who or what Drew is for the most part. Drew just kind of does Drew stuff. And apparently Drew stuff tonight was killing Eric Rowan's spider puppet thing. And he smashed the fuck out of that cage. I was just like, why he killed an animal? Why are we cheering him kill an animal? I'm very confused. Very, very confused here. Why are we doing this? But hey, the crowd popped for it. The crowd was hot tonight, by the way. Good crowd in DC. Damn good crowd. They were hot. They were hot. Hot, as the kids say. As the kids like to say. Yes, he killed that cage real good, Makad. But still, really good performance out of Drew. I like that they're trying to give us little nuances out of Drew going forward, because this is going to be our champion. You know, moving into the new year, this is going to be our guy. So, you know, I like that. I like that it's not just every week, you know, Brock coming in and taking shots, you know, then Seth, or Drew rather, getting the better of him. I just like that there's a little bit more here. And sometimes having squash matches even this close to WrestleMania is a good way to give us a little bit more story. Because Drew's crazy, apparently, and he'll kill big spiders. Fuck it. We get to see the recap of last week. And my note here is, God, Randy was fucking great last week. Randy and Beth, man, that promo, I've now watched it a couple times. I've gone back and I've really taken a look at what they did. That was magical. That was magical. Beth was good. Randy was incredible. Randy is really delivering some amazing guttural promos lately. And I think that because he's been around for so long, goddamn long, we kind of take him for granted. You know, he's just got this real scary demeanor about him now. Because everything that we think about him, we know now is true. He is this just incredible wrestling god in the ring who will do anything to destroy you. We believe that of Randy. And the story that he and Beth weaved was just fantastic. And it carried over into this week, and we'll get to that in a little bit later. All right, what the fuck moment of the night, I think, definitely comes from the Kabuki Warriors and Natty and Liv. The biggest reason why is for one, I don't understand why the goddamn WWE still has a women's tag team division. There is no fucking division. Well, it looks like they're trying to rebuild it after tonight. But there is no division. They don't have enough women. They don't have enough teams. They should be incorporating the NXT teams, but they're not. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. We need more representation if they're going to have a women's tag team division, because there is no division now. You know, they've sent tag teams home already. Jesus, the Aussie cunts, they sent them packing. Well, they're just back home. They should be being repackaged at some point. I have no idea. What the fuck was with the screaming promos? I mean, Jesus Christ, what was that about? Asuka was going fucking crazy. They were speaking in tongues. I thought we were going to get an exorcism at some point. Power of Christ compels you, bitches. They were going shrieky, banshee bullshit. I'm not saying it was bad. That's the thing. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I mean, not that I'm like into getting yelled at and shit. I mean, maybe I am. I don't fucking know. I'm a weird guy. But I mean, it was just a very, I don't know. You didn't need to know what they were saying to understand the emotion. They're just the pissed off bitches at this point. So, Savage Jack, Asuka needs to split up from Kyrie, saying, come on, why are you not showing up, you dick burger? Use a dick burger. You are a real big dick. You dick. I really wish the chat would work. It's pissing me off that it's not. It's making my anger just bubble to the surface. Asuka and Kyrie screaming incoherently in Japanese is great. Yeah, I've really become just a big admirer of Asuka in all of her forms, especially when she's just losing her mind. She's really done a fantastic job. I don't know if WWE is really getting ready to let her walk, as some of the rumors have said. I have no idea. I think it would be very stupid of them to do so because Asuka is a star, and she's proven it over and over again. You know, she really has. So, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? You can't force them to know that they got something going right. You know, there's no way of making sure that they see it and they use it properly. We know that after years of fucking screaming because all we get is a sore motherfucking throat. That's all we ever get. Once again, sorry the chat doesn't seem to be working on the screen. It's like, Jesus Christ, can we get anything working properly? The rest of the tag team match, I actually thought it was pretty good. A little bit of a hot take. Natty's cat ear giveaway is better than Brett's glasses giveaway. Get fucked, Hitman. Told him not to hurt me, and he hurt me because he's an American. Loving Liv Morgan. Loving her to death. She is looking fantastic in the ring. I'm really enjoying her progression. I thought the match was shockingly good. I noted at some point because we got the copious amounts of notes just going ham right now. The Riot Squad thing is actually pretty fun. Kabuki's with the win. Yeah, I really am starting to dig the Riot Squad story. I don't know if they need to be on Raw, to be honest, but I kind of like what they're doing, just fucking with each other. For no reason. They're just fucking with each other. That's all they're doing. But hey, whatever. And I'm with you on that twat as well. I love Ruby's new emerald hair as well. Jason, damn, that was a good Brett impression. Yeah. So some leftover from the old Cronin days. We used to have fun with that. You know, I told Bill not to hurt me. He comes in and he kicks me in the head and he gives me a concussion and hurts me because he's an American and they don't care. I'm Bret Hart. I think we'll get the Riot Squad Triple Threat Mania. I have no problem with that. I really don't. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's a good idea. Why not? There's some built-in history, and all three women can go. Let's be honest. They're fun to watch. I hope Liv gets put over just because she's sexy. She's sexy. Just reality. She's motherfucking sexy. She's so sexy. All right, moving on from the tag team match, we got AJ Styles. He's out, pissed off at Taker. All right, now, straight up, I have never been a huge AJ Styles promo guy. AJ Styles, when he is done, he is in the list of his peers in ring. His list goes like this: Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. That's the fucking list. That's the list. And that's the list that AJ's on. AJ is right there in that group, I think 100%. But I have never been overly sold on AJ's speaking ability. Whether it be heel or face, there's just something about his cadence and delivery that just always feels like, I am acting, here I go. Acting, hi, hi, ho. That's all I hear from him, and it just kind of drives me crazy. Tonight, even with being that same robotic cadence promo, this was a good promo. This was a damn good promo. AJ really laid in the Taker, spilling tea of Michelle McCool and The Undertaker not being actually married. How dare you, AJ Styles, to tell on the dead man and our bastard children. I'm going to dig a hole for your soul, Phenomenal One, you douchebag. I thought that was really funny, just the fact that they would throw that out there. But it's just, he's not a great speaker, but still, very fun. Very fun promo, very fun, making it personal. Making this rivalry a little bit more personal, a little bit crazier earlier. We didn't get a gong. Thought we'd get a gong, no gong. No gong at all. Like, Michelle, Get my Metamucil in my colostomy bag. That's right. After that, we get the 24-hour title. Okay, I like that we're getting some 24-hour title matches. I think that makes a lot more sense than just watching everybody run and then they interfere in somebody else's match. Give a set time where this title has to be defended every Raw or SmackDown, whatever it's on. I think it's a smart idea. It's going to give a lot more options for them to book the 24/7 title. Having the matches is just smart. They got a talented guy in this Moss kid. This Moss kid can go, man. He is fast. He's got this. I want to say like Ultimate Warrior energy. You know, this boundless. He's just got a way. He's got a big personality in his athleticism, if that makes sense. Nasty finisher. That finisher that he's got is fucking nasty. I love it. Love that shit. It's just bam! And just the way he torques that shit. It's very nice. Love it. All right. Now the show starts to pick up after this. We start going into a different direction. MVP out doing heel shit for some reason. Edge comes out. I thought this was a really good use of MVP. Being very, combative towards Edge. I thought it was smart. I just like his ability to speak. And it doesn't really matter what he's saying. He's just very talented and fun. And he worked very well here. He took a couple concertos, got fucked up real good, and people cared. And it was a smart little thing to do. Edge getting in there, hitting an RKO on Randy Orton. Love that. The revenge is the best dish, best served cold and all that. That worked really well. The whole situation I thought was fluid. I thought they did a really good job of putting it together. Again, building the storyline has been very easy to do. Obviously, the nuclear heat that we got off Randy the other night from just RKOing Beth right into the mat. Brilliant. And they're selling it all in a very good way. Edge looking unhinged. I love Edge's look. Everybody's saying that Edge should be like dyeing his beard and shit. Shut up. No, he should not. He looks great. I love the old look. I love all the gray. Keep the gray, motherfucker. All right. Aleister Black and Seth Rollins. I was kind of surprised they gave as much time to this as they did. We got a lot of singles competition out of those two, and it was a fun match right up until Buddy Murphy got involved. I thought it was a really, really fun match. I had no problem with it, especially for this like first contact match where we really haven't seen these guys go. I think they have wrestled outside the WWE once or twice back when Aleister was Tommy End, but I can't remember. So just a rare thing to see those two together, and it was fun. They have instant chemistry. That could be a fun rivalry in the future, and I hope they end up going down that path. Eventually, Viking Raiders and Street Profits get involved, and another match starts, and that's the ending, and that's what we already talked about. So there's my copious amounts of notes on the show. Overall, I don't think the show was necessarily a home run, but I wouldn't call it a single either. I think in baseball terminology, the show right around, double. A nice hit-the-wall double. It had some good moments in there. It wasn't spectacular, but there was some 2 or 3 really good matches. The end was thrilling. The crowd was hot. There wasn't a lot of wasted filler outside the normal wasted filler that we get. So I don't think it was a bad one at all. I really don't. I don't think it was a terrible Raw, but I'm not going to put it in an upper echelon either, I think I put it somewhere around a 6. I think if I'm putting it out of 10, I'll give it about a 6. Nothing too transcendent, but I think a solid show. They drink some water. Yes, her MVP should be the mouthpiece of someone in NXT debuting on the main roster like Dominic Dijakovic, asshole. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe a 7, says Fake, because of AJ's promo and Edge's segment. Both were very good. I agree with that. Anywhere 6.5. Like I said, definitely not a bad show. Could have maybe a really, really great match. Not just a couple of good ones, but a great match. I think that would have elevated the whole thing over a lot. So, all right. If you guys want to jump into the Discord, I will be in there to take a couple calls. Don't really have to keep gilding the lily. This is the first one back. I was expecting not a lot of people show up for it, so don't feel bad on that. It's going to take some time for people to realize that the king has returned and doing his thing better than anybody else can do it. Just reality. It's not my fault that the gates are open so widely. And the reality is it's been a while since I've cared about wrestling, and I'm getting back into it to the time where a point where I want to talk to you guys about it, which is cool. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's right, Fake. We're got to be rebuilding. So if you want to jump in and get your voice heard, jump into Waiting to Call. If not, we're going to get out of here. Not a lot else to talk about. Just really not. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate all the stuff that we did today. We actually had some really good shows. We had a great stream earlier. We played some Pokemon. Then we went back and played some more. It was a damn good show. We had fun. It was a good day of streaming on Twitch. We have these reviews that we're going to do once again. Expect something on Wednesday, and then more than likely we'll also do the SmackDown, especially going into WrestleMania. So, pretty good stuff. Once again, I appreciate you guys being here, but I'm not going to hold you up too long. Some of the best things that I think that we saw all night were pretty obvious. AJ Styles and Edge, they both killed it. We need a little bit more youth, if I'm being honest. I don't know why. One thing I want to talk about before I get out of here. One more quick thing. One more fucking thing. Why is this group of guys getting buried? Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. What is going on? I don't know if Vince really did have an issue and he's just burying his select group of guys. I have no idea, but geez, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It makes absolutely no sense. It is what it is. All right. Let's get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I've had a lot of fun. We'll be at it tomorrow. We'll be going hard. I think we'll do like one solid long show tomorrow. So we'll see. Dave, what if Seth recruits Ricochet eventually? They could go that route, Fake. Absolutely go that route. There's no question on that. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Keep it copious. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. I'm going to go take a late night dump. See you guys later. Peace. Here's your winner, and the